Hey guys, Super Rugby Pacific Round 9 is now complete. The fantasy points are locked in. In these recap videos, I just talk about how my team went this round, as well as just sharing my thoughts on the player performances and the match results from a fantasy perspective, just to see if there's anything we've learned that can help us going forward into future rounds, or if there's anything we need to think about. And jumping straight into the match results, things kind of went how we expected for the first half of the round, and then I don't know about you guys, kind of a bit surprised by the latter half of the round. But yeah, we had the Landers versus the Brumbies first up in Dunedin, and yeah, I did think this one would be a battle. I did also think that the Brumbies would take it as well, albeit not by much. But yeah, I didn't really expect it to be this much of an arm wrestle, this low scoring. Really could have gone either way too, right? Like was really just came down to that card, which was unfortunate more than anything. But yeah, from a fantasy perspective, this match really was not good with this few points being scored. And yeah, both of these teams are just kind of continuing to struggle for the moment. After that though, we had Moana versus the Chiefs, and yeah, like we expected, Chiefs really were able to put a massive score on Moana. In the best picks video, I did tip this one as a booster opportunity. I did use my co-captain booster for this matchup, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, Moana remains the fixture to pick into for fantasy, right? If any team's coming up up against Moana, yeah, you probably do want to invest heavily in guys from that team. After that, we had the Endure versus the Force in Lautoka. Yeah, I did think this one would be a battle as well. This scoreline doesn't really surprise me, although things are always unpredictable in Fiji. But yeah, pretty entertaining game, but also wasn't really that great from a fantasy perspective, right? Albeit a couple of nice picks came out of that. Then we had the big matchup of the round, the Hurricanes versus the Blues, the top of the table clash. And yeah, I thought this one would be a battle. I did not expect the Canes to put 40 points on the Blues. Going into this game, I mean, the Blues, they'd only conceded 18 tries, which is the second least by any team. Hurricanes had conceded a lot less, but like I said before this round, the Hurricanes, they hadn't really faced any strong opposition. They hadn't played the Blues, the Chiefs, or the Crusaders so far this year. But yeah, like it didn't matter, right? Like the Blues, they kind of had nothing. The Canes, they just beat them pretty much in every facet of the game, like from the collisions to the set piece to everything, man. Like yeah, I wasn't convinced of the Hurricanes necessarily because of the soft run up they've had so far, but yeah, after this match, like no, it's definitely clear that they are the front runners for this competition, but they still do have a lot of tough games to come, right? I don't think they're going to have it as easy against the Chiefs, and look, maybe not necessarily as easy against the Crusaders as well. But that brings us to the last matchup of the round, the Reds taking out the Crusaders in Suncorp. One score game, 31-26, and yeah, wasn't expecting this one either, right? Like the Reds, we talked about this in the best picks video, they had been on a slide. They had that big win against the Brumbies, but then got hammered by the Canes, 50 points put on them, which does not actually look that bad anymore after this Blues result, I have to say. Then they went down to the Force at home at Suncorp as well, and Crusaders, they were coming off against that big win against the Endure. But I mean, it just goes to prove, right? Like putting up big scores against the weaker teams in the competition, it doesn't really prove anything necessarily. Although the Crusaders, I mean, they were missing a couple of big guns, right? No Cody, no Will Jordan, and they do have a lot of injuries otherwise. But Yeah, definitely was not expecting this result, to be honest. And I mean, I did think the Reds would turn it around, right? I just didn't expect it to be necessarily this round, but it's good to see, to be honest. It's good to see them picking themselves up again. So, yeah, and from a fantasy perspective, this game was a bit of a mixed bag as well. Decent amount of points scored, so it was kind of decent overall. And zooming out now to show you guys my team. It says 0 up here for some reason, but I had 667 points for this round, which in a normal round I would be pretty happy with, but like I said, I did use a booster for this round. I used co-captains. I had D-Mac and Leroy Carter, and yeah, could have been better, right? Definitely identified the right matchup here, like Chiefs against Moana. This was definitely a good choice for using your booster, whether it was co-captain, whether it was triple captain. But yeah, D-Mac, he came away with 88 points, which is pretty good. Cannot complain about that, to be honest. But Leroy Carter only coming away with 35, which is pretty disappointing, to be honest, because we saw him go big when they played this match earlier in the year, right? He got 80 points in that one, was playing on the left wing. That's the only thing that was different. But yeah, this game, I think he was pretty much the lowest scoring out of all of the Chiefs backs, pretty much, except maybe Kyle Brown. You can see here on the top scoring players for the round in all positions, you got 5 Chiefs in a row, 4 of them backs, and yeah, there are a lot of ways to play this co-captain's booster, whether you put it on Tamai Falau, whether you put it on Tapia, D-Mag, like whatever. And as it turns out, Coombs Fabling as well, he got 90 points. You really couldn't miss unless you went with Leroy Carter, who when he's played on the wing has been super reliable this year. So felt a little bit unlucky with that one, but yeah, like I always say, guys, with the outside backs, yeah, you kind of just have to pick one or two and hope for the best, because yeah, sometimes, you know, the ball, it isn't going to go to one guy or the other, right? Like that's kind of just how it is, unfortunately. So yeah, probably one thing I would note just going over this is I said in the best picks video when I was talking about co-captains, like pointed out that Tapia was reliable, but I didn't think that he had a high ceiling necessarily. Like, we've seen him get into the mid 60s, but I wasn't sure he would be the sort of guy who could get, like, you know, that 90 or 100. That sort of, you want guys with that potential when you use your boosters. But turned out he does, right? Like, he got 97 this game, 2 tries, and yeah, he absolutely is that guy. He is the sort of guy who can put on a massive score like that as well. So keep that in mind going forward, right? If you end up in the same situation, you're looking to use your booster on the Chiefs. Well, they have already played Moana twice, so they may not be the best option going forward. But yeah, Tapia, like, he's kind of the player of the tournament at the moment, right? He's that guy. He can get those big scores as well. The other team I invested in pretty big was the Crusaders. I did think there was potential for them to put on a big score this game, but yeah, I was completely wrong, and as a result, got kind of a mixed bag with my selection of Crusaders. Fihaki and George Bell ending up doing pretty good. 1 try for George Bell, I think it came from the maul, and got a lot of points out of scrums. Shea Fihaki as well, he's kind of been the form outside back for the Crusaders, at least in terms of the guy who can get these big hauls, like 100 points, which we haven't seen out of Will Jordan this year. But yeah, he got 2 tries, got a little bit lucky because he got one right at the end there, which didn't really count for much in terms of the game, but certainly helped me out a bit. But yeah, Whanganuku and Hotham not really delivering much, and that's kind of to be expected in a in a game that played out like that, right? Like the Crusaders, they were not dominant. And this Hotham one really, really hurts for me. Only 7 points, and that's because you just know in the slot everyone's got Cam Roigard, right? And we saw Roigard did come away with 45, and yeah, having a guy only get 7 when the most selected guy is getting 45, it's gonna hurt you, relatively speaking. And I did think about that choice, right? I definitely was thinking about Roigard, but yeah, I just didn't expected that Canes versus Blues game to be more of a battle, right? I thought the Blues would contain them better than that. I didn't think they would get to 40 points, and that's kind of why I shied away from Roigard. Even though we know Roigard, he can do well in those tough matches as well, but you can imagine, right? Like if that's a game where, you know, the Canes don't break them as hard, maybe they get to 30 instead of 40, like maybe Roigard's score comes down a little bit and is a bit more ordinary. But I mean, he is Roigard, right? So yeah, that one's a tough one to take. But Hotham has done actually pretty well this year. Like if you look at the halfbacks and the average points, I mean, he's on sort of 34, which, I mean, that's dropped a bit since this last result, I think. But yeah, he's really not that far behind Roigard, at least not so far behind where if the Crusaders are in a matchup where you think they're going to do well, I think he can be worth picking, especially when Roigard's in a tough matchup. But I mean, we're kind of finding out maybe there's not going to be any tough matches for the Hurricanes, right? Maybe they put 50 on everybody through the whole season. That would be quite a sight to see, but we'll see what happens. And yeah, elsewhere in my team though, things really bombed, right? Like, I mean, Teddy obviously got scratched, but a lot of people picking him, so that doesn't hurt as much. But I mean, Wanga only 2 points, got sent to the bin. Didn't really do much when he came back. Dana Kaivada only 10. I think he got subbed at half time, which is kind of a mistake on my part actually, because Salawa was on the bench, so I should have anticipated he probably would get subbed, although I think he got subbed at halftime as well, kind of early, which yeah, that kind of sucks. Charlie Cale, only 4 points, obviously got that early injury. Not much you can do about that. But yeah, everyone's got him selected, so it doesn't hurt as much, but we are all going to lose that $500,000 of budget, which kind of sucks. And I mean, Jeremy Williams, he was the one sort of shining light. 54 points, got a try, got a line out steal as well. But man, like, Jeremy Williams is basically the form lock in the competition. I mean, this guy's he's doing everything at the moment, and he gets so many line out steals. Like every game you look at, like 2 line out steals here, 1 line out steal there, 4 line out steals against the Highlanders. I mean, another line out steal, like yeah, like this guy is just going crazy at the moment. And I mean, he remains a great pick, but look, his price is rocketing up, 6.6 million. I mean, it's kind of, if you got the money, you still pick him up, but otherwise it's kind of hard, right, for that amount of cash. So yeah, definitely one to keep an eye on. Now jumping into our league's leaderboard for round 9, in the top spot, 809 points. That has to be a booster. We have Moles Deep, love the name. And what do we got? Yeah, we got a co-captain, Tamoy Falau and Coombs Fabling. And yeah, like I was saying at the start, right? Like you really couldn't miss using the booster on the Chiefs this round, as long as you didn't go for Leroy Carter. And yeah, Moles Deep did not miss here. This is like perfect booster usage, right? You've got players up in that sort of 90 zone on both of them, and yeah, that's exactly what we want to see. Had Fihaki as well, did pretty good. Tupaia, McKenzie, Roigard. had Whainganuku, but I imagine a lot of us went for that. Peter Lakai, expect I'm going to see a lot of people pick in Peter Lakai because he has emerged as a guy who has averaged out as a pretty well scoring back rower, if not a super exciting one. Just from a fantasy perspective, obviously on the pitch you can clearly see he's putting in very good performances. Bad luck on the Thunakaivata as well. Had Warner Dunes, had another good game. Like I said, I was kind of steering away from the Canes, but the way the game played out, yeah, clearly they were good for points. Had hit it. Fortunately, I expect everyone's probably making this, it's not a mistake, just sort of getting burned by this one, because yeah, hit it. He's been super solid this year, right? 20 plus every single game. Same with Newell as well, another guy who's been pretty solid, even though he didn't do that well this game. And had Billy Pollard, only 22. And I mean, yeah, really not surprising, just looking at that result, right? Very low scoring game. And I mean, Pollard, I've talked about him before, like he's really a player that he's just not gonna get points unless he's just running in free maul tries. And yeah, that just isn't really, I know historically the Brumbies have had a big maul, but yeah, it's not so good anymore, right? Like they're not really steamrolling people with the maul anymore like they used to. So yeah, Pollard's just really a player who is not shining because of that. Anyway, second place, we have 750 points. Pretty distant second place, so interested to see if this is with a booster or not. We have Alessandro. And okay, we do have booster usage. We have DMAC triple captain 264. And yeah, I think you gotta be happy when a player gets that kind of score with the triple captain. I mean, obviously you're hoping for that 100 plus, but I mean, it's kind of greedy to really expect that. So yeah, I'd be pretty happy if I use my triple captain and someone got like an 88 or whatever. Really cannot complain, to be honest. Elsewhere though, interesting choices. Did have Leroy Carter, Vihaki, Whanianganofo. I suspect a lot of people probably did go for Whanianganofo, but yeah, he came close in a couple of instances, so it wasn't a bad pick, but yeah, wasn't really his game tonight. And it was the sort of game where, I mean, the Canes did have to work for a lot of their tries, right? It wasn't just having free overlaps and just sort of having to get it through the hands and then the winger runs it in. So yeah, that's probably why he didn't get a massive score, but definitely understand the pick. And yeah, pretty familiar stuff everywhere else. There is the Lakai pick as well. Okay, a lot of people going for Thunakaivata as well, but yeah, like I said, I guess you have to double check when you're considering the Thunakaivata pick. You have to check the bench, see if Salau is on there, because if he is, he's probably going to get subbed. But still unfortunate that he went off at 40 minutes. Had the Jeremy Williams pick. He went really big this week. Had George Bell, really like that. And yeah, the classic combo up front, Hetet and Newell. Third place, we got LeBron Jason, 735. What do we got? Okay, no boosters here. We're into the no boosters, so 735. Very, very, very good score. Had the DMAC captain, Bihaki Tamoifalau, Whanianganofo. Okay, a female pick. I do actually like that. I mean, I did think, if you hadn't used all your chief slots in the back, female, he would be a forward you would pick, along with Tyrell Thompson, who did really well this week. Much better than I expected, but yeah, I still thought he would be a guy who could go well if you did have chief slots free to use on your forwards. Pretty standard stuff elsewhere as well. And again, the Lakai pick. Fourth place, 1 point behind Auli. And Tamai Falau, Fihaki, and Leroy Carter. Yeah, bad luck, man. Like, there wasn't many ways to miss in that game, but Leroy Carter was the one, and it's just unfortunate. Okay, we got a Tupou Taialoa pick, which, yeah, he did well the last time these two teams played, but yeah, I think that was just a bit fortunate. But look, man, this guy, we know he's got potential to go big sometimes, right? Like, it's kind of just hard to predict it. You don't know which matchup it's going to happen in. So, yeah, you kind of just fire the shot and hope for the best. Didn't work out this week. Got an Aiden Ross pick up here. Sort of wonder if that's a budget thing. Maybe, maybe not. Then 5th place, 720 points. We have Doorknob Energy Crisis. Okay, we got another booster. DMAC Leroy Carter, same as me. Bad luck, unfortunately. Also had the Finiang Anofo pick. Okay, we got a daily pick here in the back row. Interesting. Interested to know what the story is behind that pick. Belina had another good week, which is definitely something worth taking note of. He's been on a tear lately. Went with the Alan Alatoa pick, but yeah, didn't do that well. And I'm always kind of scared of picking someone in their first week back when they've had a long layoff, but I do suspect Alatoa to become a guy which we do consider seriously each week, and this is kind of good because it means his price will come down as well, so might be a better option from next week going forward. Had the Dunes pick as well, which I like. Now let's check some guys further down the list. Someone who didn't do as well. Take a look at Heydagger, 544 points. What do we got? Finio Anofo, Tool, and Caleb Tangitau. And yeah, I mean, Tool did pretty well considering how that game played out, right? Was not a lot of tries, wasn't like lots of line breaks or anything like that. 2 attacks canceling each other out. But yeah, Caleb Tangitau, yeah, again, in that same matchup, it just, yeah, there was not a good game for points. Not a lot of Chiefs in this backline. We have Tupai, who we made captain, which was a great call. Salvaged his round. Cortez Ratima, honestly, I did like this pick before the game, but yeah, it didn't really pay off, unfortunately. Ben Donaldson is 10 as well. That's super interesting. And yeah, I mean, Ben Donaldson's solid, right? And that's a pretty solid score for the slot, but yeah, it's kind of hard to look past DMAC for this fixture, right, against Moana. Lakai Leo Willie, Charlie Kale, Melina Vai. Bad luck on Vai, but yeah, he scored really poorly in the first match against Moana as well. So yeah, I think Vai, he sort of does better in the games where it's a bit tighter, right? Like where you don't just have your backs running through the opposition. And Jack Taylor, kind of surprised to not see more Jack Taylor picks this week. I thought people would be back on the Jack Taylor train, especially with Taukeaho out, but yeah, again, like we saw the Highlanders line out struggle, and Jack Taylor would have been punished for that. And 35 is a pretty decent score in the end, so he obviously made up for it in other areas. But yeah, again, like with their only lock being Mitch Dunshea, the Highlanders line out is just really back to struggling again. So it's something we need to pay attention to, right? We need to keep an eye out for when Lavanini returns. And let's have a look at one more. Let's look at One-Eyed Cantab, see if he's got a lot of Crusaders. No, only 3 Crusaders. Okay. Bao Fihaki and Flying Anuku worked out pretty well. Head Captain Leroy Carter. Yeah, another bad luck, right? Like, I don't think the Carter pick's bad at all, but yeah, just bad luck. Okay, another Tubo Tyler pick. Nick Frost pick. I do like that pick, but definitely didn't work out and probably will cost you a little bit of money this round. And anyway, let's take a look at the all-rounds leaderboard for the league. Got a little bit of movement here. Pink Elephants on the way up. Comeback Kid moving down a slot. Caleb Clark and Big Isaac moving up as well though. So yeah, we got a lot of movement here in the top 10 or all the way down really. But yeah, let's take a look at what the big names are doing. Aiden Collins, are you okay? We had another Corey Tool pick. Interesting. But yeah, a lot of investment for Chiefs backs here. Absolutely the right play. Same as me though, unfortunately, having Leroy Carter. And yeah, had the same back row here, but man, bad luck. Like, yeah, Wanga getting carded. I just knew. I just knew it was going to be a bad day for Wanga, but doing pretty well elsewhere. The Bell pick working out. And DeGroot 36. And DeGroot, he had another good game. He's been very consistent, man. Like, I'm kind of surprised we don't see more DeGroot prop picks when I look at these teams, because yeah, he's another guy that's been pretty solid, but he is kind of starting to get expensive as well. Then we got Derry. Definitely don't dislike that pick, and Jeremy Williams, which worked out pretty well. So a lot of similar thinking here. Second place, KG27, 698 points. Okay, a Leroy Carter captain and a Tangitau pick. Okay. Oh, Miracle Failangi pick. Awesome. He did really well this week. And Joe Bryle as well. I think Joe Bryle's kind of an underrated player, but in fantasy, he's not really a massive standout either. Okay, Jamie Hanna, interesting. Derry Numia, the rare Numia pick. And it actually paid off this round, so that's really cool to see. Because, yeah, Numia, like, yeah, he's kind of underwhelming for the last couple of years, but maybe he's going to pick up for the back half of the season with how well the Canes are going. Renata doing pretty well at 29, a pretty solid prop as well, but yeah, he's kind of getting expensive too. And we'll look at one more. Third place, we have Pink Elephant, 688 points. Wait, no, we just looked at Pink Elephants. Wait, what? No, we got two Joe Bryle picks. What? Was not expecting that. Man, that tripped me out. Okay, two Joe Bryle picks. Wait, what? These guys have the same back row? Miracle Failangi and Joe Bryle? Okay, interesting. Do you guys know each other or something? Man, okay, I wonder what people were sort of latched onto with those picks. Interesting. Wait, and Numir as well. You guys have to know each other, right? Like, do you guys know each other? Like the Sam Derry pick as well? What is going on? Okay, interesting. Yeah, and the same props. You guys have to know each other, right? Surely. Okay. All right, that's weird. That's just buzzed me out. Okay, we'll look at one more. We'll look at the Comeback Kid. Rank 4. Muirhead. Okay, interesting. That's the first time we're seeing a Muirhead pick, but yeah, bad luck, man. Just that match was just not the match for making fantasy picks in, unfortunately. And okay, Karifi pick. Interesting to see someone go for Karifi over Larkai, but yeah, it's always so hard to know exactly who's going to get subbed. And they did have a 6-2 that game as well, the Hurricanes. So the classic Hurricanes back row bench minefield. Though Larkai does seem to be staying on a lot more lately, which kind of makes sense. He was pretty huge that game, right? How many turnovers did he get? Another Derry pick. Okay, actually one more. I keep saying one more. We got Caleb Clark, Carter, Tamoy Falau, Fanianga Nofo. Okay, another Cariffian, another Tupou Tai Loa, another Warner Durns. Okay, pretty standard stuff. Good stuff all around though, everybody. Wait, hang on. We got someone here with 702 round points, but isn't... Okay, yeah, that's right. This is all rounds. Oh, a draw a Sese pick. What the hell? Damn. The rare draw pick and a Tava Nawai pick. Okay, interesting stuff. And more Thanakai Vada Tupotai lower combos. Okay, interesting stuff. Anyway, guys, that'll do it from me. Really enjoyed looking at all of your teams this week. Hope you have a good rest of your week, and I'll catch you a bit later for the next round's best picks. I'll see you there. Have a good one.